بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. This is our program Prophetic Etiquettes. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam guidance when eating and drinking. In this part of our program, we'll speak about prohibition of causing any inconvenience or discomfort to people, to others. The title of this part is prohibiting the one who has eaten garlic, onions, leeks, or anything that has a foul odor, that has a bad smell, from coming to the masjid until the smell dissipates, until the smell disappears. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "من أكل من هذه البقلة الثوم." وقال مرة: "من أكل البصل والثوم والكراث فلا يقربن مسجدنا فإن الملائكة تتأذى مما يتأذى منه بنو آدم." Jabir ibn Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "He who eats of this offensive plant," this plant, the Prophet ﷺ is talking about garlic. So whoever eats garlic, this in one narration. In another narration, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "He who eats onion or garlic or leek." So in one narration of Hadith, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ referred to garlic only. In another narration of Hadith, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ referred to onion, garlic, or leek. So the person who eats these things should not approach our masjid, for the angels are uncomfortable by the same things as the children of Adam. We come to the explanation of this hadith that scholars mention that Islam is a religion of ethical sublimity, high morals, high ethics. Islam teaching us high ethics, high morals in all aspects of life. And among these aspects is the concern for cleanliness and having a good smell. Islam teaches people how to be clean, how to have good smell, how to look in front of other people in a good way. And Islam encourages Muslims to respect the rights of others, the feeling of others. That when we appear to people, we appear to people in a good way, wearing good clothes. It's not a condition to be expensive, but tidy, clean, so that the people find a good appearance and a good smell from the Muslim. Actually, people get a good picture about the Muslim. They get the Muslim has a good smell, so the picture is positive all the time. The Prophet ﷺ ordered his companions, may Allah be pleased with all of them, that whoever eats garlic should not approach the masjid. Actually, I'd like to say that the scholars, when they talk about this hadith, they put this hadith in a chapter about etiquettes of masjid. But I prefer to put it also in etiquettes about eating and drinking. So as a Muslim, when you as a Muslim eat something which may have a bad smell, so try to avoid it when you go to the masjid. And we'll mention how scholars generalize this rule. Generalize this rule. So the meaning is that the Muslim should not attend the congregational prayer if he can avoid it. The person who eats garlic or something which has a bad smell, so he should avoid attending the congregational prayer so as not to cause any convenience, any discomfort to other Muslims. As Prophet Muhammad said, also the angels feel discomfortable from the same things, uncomfortable from the same things. So this applies to whoever eats garlic raw. Here, scholars pay attention that the hadith is applicable about the people who eat garlic raw, uncooked. But if the garlic is cooked over fire, actually the prohibition against it is no longer there. Why? Because the smell of the garlic is gone away, disappear. It's not there. So the hadith is talking about the people who eat garlic raw. But if it is cooked over fire, normally the bad smell of garlic is gone away, disappear. So it's normal if the people go to congregational pray and with other Muslims. So, by analogy to this hadith, scholars generalize that the hadith referred to gathering for prayer in the masjid. Scholars refer that they make analogy, they generalize the rule that also the person who eats garlic should avoid similar gathering for worship, such as Eid, pray, such as funeral, any gathering for worship because people also may be uncomfortable. And also the person who eats these things with bad smell, he should also avoid social gathering, such as gathering for seeking knowledge, gathering for festivals, gathering for food banquets, if there is people gather to get food together. So the person who eats something with a bad smell should avoid these gatherings. As we say, Islam teaches the Muslim to be sociable, familiar, close to people. So if he eats something which has a bad smell, or there is something in his clothes, in his eating, in his clothes, in the food that may make people uncomfortable. So the person should avoid this gathering until the bad smell disappear. So scholars mention that scholars mention that markets are not included in such a type of prohibition. It means that even the person who eats garlic or onion, he can go to the market, buying something, sell something. The markets, the places of buying and selling, the places of making business are not included in such a type of prohibition. Scholars are talking about social, they figure out from hadith that hadith is talking about social gathering, gathering for worship, but normal gathering like going to the market to buy or to sell, to make business, to make profit is not included in hadith. We come to the point that in one narration of the hadith, Prophet Muhammad SAW referred to eating garlic specifically. But in another narration, Prophet Muhammad SAW mentioned eating onions, garlic, or leeks. So scholars generalized this rule and mentioned that the person who eats anything with a foul odor, with a bad smell, should avoid gathering of people. And scholars mention that this also applies to the person who suffers from bad breath. Actually, we find some people may have a problem with their teeth, with their gums, and they actually there is a bad breath, bad smell coming from the teeth. So this type of people should be careful not to cause harm, not to cause maybe as being offensive to other people. The same thing can be said about if the person has a wound and the wound has a foul smelling, bad smelling. The same thing can be said about the people who work in some careers, and maybe because of their work, there is clothes with a bad smell. So as much as they can, they avoid gathering until they can wear clean clothes. It's not a condition to be expensive, but it is clean, tidy. So when they go to the masjid, they pay attention, they take care of other people's feeling, of other people's right to have a good smell, to have a good appearance from the Muslim. As we said, the Islamic legislation, the guidance of Prophet Muhammad SAW teaches Muslim to be sociable person, close to people, friendly, looks nice, smelling nice. This is the good picture, the positive picture that the Muslim should give to others about Islam, about Muslims, about being a Muslim. So lessons figured out from the hadith that the command from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the Muslim to build a strong commitment to refrain from anything that may cause inconvenience, may cause discomfort to other people. Even if you have a children and the children make noise while playing, if you can calm them down, this may cause inconvenience to neighbors. This may cause discomfort to neighbors. If you can, as much as you can, try to not to cause harm, not to be a source of uncomfortable to other people. Again, we say that Islam teaches us to be sociable, to look nice, to smell nice in front of people, to give a positive idea about Islam, about Muslims, about being a Muslim, about being sociable with other peoples, hospitable to other peoples, over gift, accepting invitation, many good ethics, many noble character that the Muslim should reflect. جزاكم الله خيرا. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.